Today we're going to learn how to make these wire figures. So the first thing that you are going to need is you are going to need a piece of wire that is the length of your arms outstretched. So if you were to stand and you had your arms straight out, you are going to need a piece of wire that goes from this tip of your finger to this tip of your finger. So stand up, hold your arms straight out, and you get a piece of wire that is this long. Once you have a piece of wire that is this length, then you are going to take that wire and you are going to fold it in half. So I want you to notice how these two sides are matched up. So I folded my wire in half, and now I have kind of a loop that looks like this. So my wire is folded in half. The next step, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the head. Now, as this video plays, please feel free to pause and rewind as needed so that you can go over the instructions so that you can get this right. So don't hesitate to do that. So to get started with the head, I'm going to create the loop. I'm going to hold where the wire is crossed right here. I'm going to use 3 fingers. I'm going to put 3 fingers inside my loop, and I'm going to twist 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. That's all you need. 3 twists. Now you should have a neck, and you have 2 long wires, one coming out, and if you bend them this way, one coming out to one side and one coming out to the other. Now it's time for the arms. Take your thumb, place your thumb by the neck, and you're going to put your hand down like this. So pretend you're kind of doing a stop, like stop sign, and with your thumb out, I'm going to place my thumb by the neck. I'm going to put my hand down. Now notice the wire is running. If you can see the wire here, the wire is running underneath my hand over to the other side. I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to bend it back over, just like that, to my thumb. I'm then going to press down, remove my hand, so now you can see I have another loop. I'm going to bring this wire down. I'm going to bend that wire down like this. Notice that when I bend the wire down, I'm not right underneath the neck. I'm just a little further out. This part of the wire, this part in here, is going to become our torso. So we want to start the arm actually from here. I'm going to pinch this right there. And then again, I'm going to take my fingers. This time I can use my whole 4 fingers, and I'm going to just start twisting the wire. And as my little loop gets smaller, you'll notice I took my fingers out, and now I'm just using my hands. Now, one thing you do have to be careful of is if you over twist this, you can snap the wire. Okay, so you don't want to over twist. If you over twist and you put too many twists in it and it gets too tight, the wire is going to break on you and you're going to lose an arm or a leg, and that would not be cool. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the next arm. The next arm is going to be the exact same thing. So now I have my head, my neck, my arm coming out. Here's part of my body that's coming down. I'm going to place my thumb, same thing before, right onto by the neck. Here's my wire coming out the other side. Fold it over. Take my hand out. There's my loop. I'm going to bend my wire down, just past the neck a little bit. I'm going to pinch here, put my fingers in, and start twisting. And again, as your wire gets, your little loop gets smaller, you're going to want to not have all your fingers in there. And again, it's okay if you keep this a little bit bigger. I'd rather keep this bigger than have your arm break off. So now this is what we have. We now have our head, our neck, and our 2 arms, and then you can see our torso here. So the next part of our torso, we're going to create kind of like a triangle. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cross this over. So we now have kind of this triangle that's happening in here, or if you want to think of it as kind of a diamond because you have a point up here and a point down here. I'm going to take that and I'm going to twist this wire 3 times. And my wire's a little stuck. I've got to undo it. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That's all you need. Just 2 or 3 twists right in there, just enough to get a tiny little twist to kind of hold the wire. Now you have your head, your arms, your torso, your waist, and you have some, right now, some very, 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 very long legs. So what we're going to do, same thing that we did with the arms. I'm going to take this leg wire. I'm going to bend the leg wire up to where I just made that twist, kind of towards the waist there. I'm going to hold that wire right at the waist, put my fingers in the loop, and start twisting. And I'm going to keep twisting. And notice I changed my grip on the wire, and that's okay. And again, don't twist too much. So there's a leg, there's one leg, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other. Take the long loop, that long piece of, not the loop, the long piece of wire. I'm going to bend it up, match it up towards the waist, put my fingers inside, and start twisting. There we go. Now, you notice he's kind of a little awkward, but that's okay because he's a wire figure. So we can just bend him kind of however we want. And now you have your wire figure complete, and you are ready to start putting your wire figure in an action pose and in a setting for your wire figure project. So that's it. I hope you had fun. And again, enjoy creating.